Something's different. Look at me, I'm outside. So it is cold. I'm not gonna lie. It is 40 degrees right now, which is skatable. So I always have a rule since I don't know if you saw my video where I skated in the snowy skate park. I don't deal well with cold, and I tried to skate in a skate park that was full of snow, and it was a horrible experience. So I made a rule that if it's below freezing, I don't skate. Today I woke up and it was 32 degrees, which is freezing. So I had a goal that I was going to get out here. I knew it was going to get warmer. The sun is nice. It is a fairly vacant skate park, and it is 40 degrees. So here I am at Marsh Creek, super excited to skate outdoors again. So I am still on the Razors Shima 1 Retros. I absolutely love these skates. I didn't think I would. I thought that they were just going to be like Majestic 12s, which would be fine. But I really, really love these skates. The way that the lacing system fits my foot is amazing. The lacing that cinches your feet in, you can kind of see this squishiness that pulls your foot in and sucks your foot in. Feels amazing. The sizing for this Colt shell is perfect for my foot. I'm a 28.5 centimeter. Typically, 28.5 is the high end for this shell, so they'll go 10 to 10.5, and then 11 to 12.5, I guess. 9 to 10.5, 11 to 12.5. This has it moved up one, so it's 10 to 11.5, I guess, which means that my 10.5 foot is right in the sweet spot for this shell, and it fits perfectly. So it did come with the Featherlight 3 frames, and famously, flat 60 millimeter wheels. Featherlight 3s are not designed for skating flat. They're definitely not designed for skating flat with 60 millimeter. I keep saying 58, 60 millimeter wheels. But Brian loved to skate flat. So to do a proper Shima Retro review, I switched out those Featherlight 3s for some Mega frames. So these are the ground control Mega frames. I'm riding them with flat 65 millimeter wheels. They are rated for flat 64. I'm riding 65. I don't see any issues. I don't see them rubbing or anything, but I do recommend that you stick with the manufacturer's guidance. If you get 65s, they may or may not fit. For me, they fit just fine. It looks like there's plenty of clearance. Usually when designing frames, you give yourself a millimeter of guidance. So they could probably fit a 66 in here, but I think 65 is pushing it. However, it does seem like it rolls fine. I'm not sure what they're going to feel like when skating, though. Really quick plug for the Helmet Initiative. So I've been giving away helmets for every episode of Gear Talk. I got myself a new helmet for Christmas. This is my Skating Outside helmet. It is a 888 Sweat Saver, certified Sweat Saver. These are the ones that we're giving away for the Helmet Initiative project. If you are somebody who needs a helmet, if you have skates and you would love to skate with a helmet, but you can't afford one for whatever reason, I want to help you with that. We've partnered with an organization called the helmetinitiative.org that does fundraising to provide helmets to people who need helmets. If you're watching this on the first day, I would love to give you a helmet. There's going to be a link at the end. Please wear a helmet. It's important. We don't want anybody to get seriously injured skating. Skating is amazing. You just gotta manage your risk. And there is always the risk that you're going to fall down and hit your head. Doesn't matter how good of a skater you are. When you're skating, there's a possibility you're going to hit your head. If you hit your head, you could have a serious injury. I want to make sure that you're protected. Wear a helmet. If you need a helmet, stay tuned to the end, and I'll tell you how to get one. All right, so my 3 goals for today. First of all, first time back out at Marsh. So I'm just going to skate fast. I haven't been able to skate fast in a while. Seems like the bowl area is fairly open. It's still sketchy times, but there's only a handful of people here. So I feel confident going over there and skating. Gonna do some airs, gonna do some carving, really feel what these frames feel like going fast, especially skating flat 65. I'm sure that's gonna be an amazing feeling. My second goal, Grinds on this setup are going to be different. You know, I'm used to an anti-rocker setup. I skate anti-rocker. I love skating anti-rocker. This is my first time skating flat in a long time. So I'm going to be doing some grinds on this ledge. It's my favorite ledge, every grind that I normally do. And my third goal, I love skating this spot because it's got this raised two-step obstacle. I tried to recreate that at the warehouse. I want to skate the top area of this two-step and try to do back farv on top. It depends on how well I can slide these, of course, but I was able to get my back farv on the warehouse ledge. I know I can get up there. I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can get it. It feels so good to skate fast again. It's been a long time since I've come out here, I think. Definitely been a long time since I've skated flat here. Just such a different feeling, you know? I love anti-rocker. Don't get me wrong, I love anti-rocker. But flat 60, 65, even 58s, just an amazing feeling. I do feel, and this might be just all in my head, but I do feel like the 65s are taking longer to get to top speed than the 58s that I was skating before. I don't feel like I'm airing as big over this little hip. Again, that might be all mental, but these feel like I'm not getting the speed that I was getting with 58s. And the theory is that because the 58s are smaller, they'll get to top speed faster. That's why like 110s or whatever take a long time to get to top speed. But as they get to top speed, you'll sustain that speed and that momentum longer because the wheels are bigger. In this situation, dropping in really fast, I need to get to top speed as soon as possible. I don't know that this is the right setup, or I should say maybe the 58s are a better setup, but they sure feel great to skate. No problems gripping to the walls, no problems carving around these transitions. I'm having a really good time. All right, I'm gonna do a few airs over there. It is cold, so I hope I don't throw out my back, but I've been practicing landing properly with my airs. I've been practicing working out at home, getting my core stronger. I feel like I can air it without hurting myself, but only one way to find out, I guess.
I learned how to do there to there, just kind of, and then like before I do that. I did that twice this morning. And then just go right. I just did.
All right, they feel pretty good. They feel pretty good. I feel like I'm not getting the air that I usually do, but it's been so long, it might all be on my head. I am getting a little bit of heel pain. Now these don't have a shock absorber. You know, my preferred boot is a flat sole with an internal shock absorber to give you the heel lift. These have the heel lift built into the boot. So the heel lift is plastic, it's hard. There's a thick sole plate that requires a long UFS bolt to get these frames on. There's no, you're feeling everything. There's no trade-off for the air that you get and the landing that you get. My heels, I can feel this in my heels. Not ideal, if I'm being honest. You know, I would much rather have, again, an SL or something with a raised shock absorber in the back. This is hurting my heels a little bit. But my back feels fine. Again, learning how to land properly, learning how to take the shock into my legs versus onto my back, which is what I used to do. I think it's made a huge difference there. Just not ideal for the heels. All right, let's try some grinds. So sole tricks feel great. Few observations. The adjustment from skating coping boxes to skating a flat ledge is pretty dramatic. Trying to get over obstacles is much more difficult on a flat ledge than coping. That's pretty obvious. Really struggled with my mistrial. Just trying to get that balance right, trying to get over it. So maybe mentally I was worried I was going to get wheel bite, but get that balance between my front foot and my back foot, that took a bit. But no issues otherwise. Ledge isn't super fast today. I did wax it, but it needs to get cleaned off. It seems like there's a lot of crud on top. So my alley-oop sole, which is usually pretty slow, and my left foot sole, which is usually pretty slow, were pretty slow. But I feel like I locked pretty solid. Consistency was great. Being able to skate every couple of days is really paying off. And again, I love these skates. I feel like they just feel like they're fitting really nicely into my foot. I don't have the slop, I don't have anything like that. All right, groove tricks. Wish me luck. Well, I am struggling. I don't know if it's me with confidence or the frames or the wheels, but I'm just biting over and over and over again. I cannot get myself boot down enough. This frame is tall and this sole plate is very skinny. So in order to get boot down, I slide out. And if I don't get boot down, I'm getting wheel bite. I'm gonna try it on the lower ledge over here. At least rule out the height issue as maybe a confidence thing and see if I can at least grind that low ledge. I gotta figure this out because I've seen people do royals on these. I know it's possible. All right, so I got a few, but I am definitely not feeling this setup for royale tricks on ledges. I think it's really hard to beat anti-rocker. You know, I think the Wish frame does an amazing job. And in a lot of ways, the Wish frame is a freestyle frame, a little freestyle frame inside a long, flat setup. That's the trick. I feel like this has wheel bite protection, and it probably works really well on coping or anything with a raised ledge, like a rail. But I am just struggling on this ledge. I'm going to try the big ledge again, see if I can get it. Now that I have a little bit more confidence that I can lock on, I'm going to try it on the big ledge again and see if I can get it. But it's going to take a lot of practice to get royales on this. Now, obviously, you can probably do it. You're probably a better skater than I am. That doesn't change the fact that it's really difficult for me. And I do royales pretty consistently, even on flat setups. But this is a struggle. Yeah. All right, let's try the big ledge. I'm gonna give it 5 good tries. All right, so I got a couple. These are not designed for ledges in my eyes. I still think it's really hard to beat an anti-rocker setup if you're going to be skating stuff like this. that's just what it was designed to do, you know? Grinding over a flat concrete surface. The only way I've found to get any groove tricks on these frames is to stay off the ledge, which is totally doable. But it's not the way that I know how to skate. So I think if you were only skating these, and if you were learning Royales and backfarv on these, you would have no problem skating these. I think for me, as an anti-rocker skater, I don't think they're for me for this setup. It's fine. So this would be a really good setup for skating the bowl. Really good setup for skating Apex, which has tons of different lines and transitions and stuff like that. It's probably a really good setup if all you want to do is a few grinds here and there. But if you want to do groove tricks, it's a really complicated setup and really focused setup to get boot down on those Royales. I don't know that it's worth it for me. It might be worth it for you. Stability wise, the 65s feel amazing. I love the feeling of skating with 65s. I don't like the feeling of grinding with 65s. All right, needless to say, I'm going to fail at my third goal. I can't even lock backfarv. I can kind of lock backfarv on this low ledge, but doesn't feel like I'm doing it the way that I usually do. Same with back royale. I didn't even try it. Backside groove tricks, you like to sit on the ledge, and that's really hard to do if the wheels stick out a little bit. So not going to finish all of my goals, but I have some good lessons for everyone. Helmet initiative. So thank you for watching this far. If you need a helmet, go to backtoblading.com/helmet. I'm going to be leaving that link up throughout the day. So I'm only going to be giving away one helmet today. I try to give away more helmets during Gear Talk. If I stop getting people needing helmets at Gear Talk, I will transition the 2 helmets over to here. But if you need a helmet, backtoblading.com/helmet. If you're watching this before I pull down the link, if the link is live, feel free to fill out the form and ask for a helmet. You know, I don't need a sob story. I don't need an excuse. I just need interest. I need somebody who will legitimately wear a helmet, that wants a helmet, but for whatever reason can't swing the $50, $60 that it costs for helmets. I want to help you. Thanks to the helmetinitiative.org for flowing us these helmets. Thank you so much to the Patreon for helping us with the shipping costs. Shipping costs can be expensive, and I couldn't do this without the support from the Patreon. Really appreciate everybody's support. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. I hope that you stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you next week.